Get it? But will he shoot back? And Christina, I kind of cannot imagine the Chief Justice taking this any farther than he already has.
I do not think he will. I already think it was a huge step for him to make that comment to begin with, which shows how angry they must all be, because the judiciary branch needs to be independent, much like the Federal Reserve. When you have the president going after the Federal Reserve and Jay Powell, you need to have independent branches that are not, or they try to be apolitical. Because if you say that they aren't, then unfortunately, then you're calling Kavanaugh a Trump judge as well. Exactly. And we don't want that. We want people that are making decisions on the future of our lives and our children and over the next decades to come. You want them to be fair and independent. So I understand where the Justice Roberts is coming, Chief Justice, I should say, is coming from with that statement.
You know,
and the president shouldn't be making comments like that.
I get where he's coming from too, but Antoine, isn't there a point here that Trump makes where, yes, there's not an Obama judge or a Trump judge, but there's an Obama-appointed judge or a Bush-appointed judge, and oftentimes you can look at who appointed a judge and maybe get a sense, in many cases, of their philosophy?
No.
No. Really?
No. Hear me out. The bottom line is, when a justice is sworn in, they pledge their allegiance to do the right thing by the Constitution, not by an appointee. What Trump tone indicated to me is that every judge he intends to appoint, who he perhaps already appointed, has pledged their allegiance to do what is in the best interest of Trump. That's why he said what he said. We have branches of government in this country: judicial, legislative. We have branches of government. And the bottom line is, we should always keep them separate. I'm glad that it's up to the Chief Justice to call balls and strikes. I'm just so disappointed that it wasn't Nan's Republican Party who would have called the president out on this issue.
You know, Nan,
I am... three branches of government. We should focus on
that's why we have advice and consent by the Senate.
And Nan, I'm old enough that I remember when President Obama, in a State of the Union address, grossly mischaracterized the Supreme Court decision to their faces.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. And Justice Alito shook his head no. So absolutely, it is. Look, it's every president's right to, and frequently prerogative, to express his opinions. Yes, judges and justices are selected by presidents, probably because, yes, they have a philosophy of government and a way of viewing the way our country goes about its business that is compatible with their own. So President Trump understandably feels that this judge is at odds with him. It's all right for him to say that, and it's fine as well for Chief Justice Roberts to point out that the judiciary should be independent.
All right, so I want to
come from.
They agree again. They agree again.
Amazing. It's a miracle. So I want to shift gears. This is an interesting story. The online outrage mob striking again. Actress Sarah Michelle Gellar, best known for her role as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she was pressured into apologizing for posting this photograph to her Instagram with a caption that read, "I'm just going to pin these all over my house as a reminder not to overeat on Thursday. Hashtag Thanksgiving prep." Almost immediately, the actress was accused of fat shaming, some even calling the caption triggering to those with eating disorders. Gellar has since apologized, saying that she is, quote, a champion of all people. Was an apology really necessary, or should Buffy have told her critics to put a stake in it? Christina, like, you have to go to intention here.
Pretty good.
And I'm wondering, were there any cruel intentions on the part of Sarah Michelle Gellar here?
I think she's looking at herself. That picture was from 2007 or 2004. So if I were, she looks great now, but when I'm 60, 70, 80, and I'm a little bit heavier, not as fit, I want a picture of me in a really nice bikini. But however, these images do trigger. They do. They honestly,
So should you not post them?
No, but then don't write that comment afterwards that, oh, I should regret my decision, or oh, like overindulgence is bad all the time.
Should she have apologized?
Yes, because we live in this period of the season is like the highest rate of suicides. Depression is at its highest rate. So you have to be extra sensitive. When you have a platform, you really have to be extra sensitive about what you say and how you say it. And so since you apologize...
But hang on, though. She was talking about not overeating. I thought we were supposed to support exercise and better diets.
Right. So then how is a bra and underwear support that?
I just thought, honestly, I thought, you know what? It looked to me like it's sort of like a humble brag. It's sort of like, right? It's sort of, look at I might overeat, so, I don't want to do that. Look how fab I look, by the way. I just thought she seemed arrogant.
But we live in a heightened, sensitive environment, and, you never know what triggers people for different reasons.
For sure,
Look,
Antoine, and we shouldn't judge other people based on their weight or their travails.
Chubby people like me feel offended, man.
I thought she looked foolish. I didn't look at her and say, oh, my God, I feel ashamed that I look old.
If my shirtless pics looked sort of like that, I would be posting them all the time, all over the place. It was like, ooh, I'm going to not overeat. Look at this. Look at this six-pack. My phone, it autocorrects six-pack to just one.
Well, they have filters for everything.
All right, so why overeat when you can actually just overshop? A new survey shows 71% of consumers plan to shop this holiday weekend, and they'll spend, on average, about $420 between tomorrow and Cyber Monday. But if you're going to the store, you might be dealing with mobs like this. So is there really any bargain worth risking for an early morning brawl on a holiday weekend, unless that's sort of your thing? So just sort of lightning round. Do you do Black Friday? Do you do Cyber Monday, or none of the above?
You know what? The beauty of this is that it is further evidence of the power of free enterprise and the brilliant vision of our founders and the power of deregulation tax cuts that Americans can go out on this holiday. No, I'm not kidding. Americans can go out on this holiday.
I've zoned out.
And enjoy the abundance that is ours. And let's not forget the spiritual gifts that come completely from within.
Those are talking points, but I agree with them. I think you're totally right. Antoine, you do this stuff.
I govern myself by this principle around this time of the year. Do not go in the red trying to satisfy the black, right? And so I need to pay bills. I have to pay student loans. So I'm very cautious about what I spend. And at the end of
fiscally conservative homework.
There you go.
I'm a center left kind of guy. At the end of the day,
talk to the new Democratic Congress.
I think what is most important is that people should always put up money for a rainy day, because with this president, with Nan's president, you have no idea what the economy is going to be very soon.
We got all sorts.
Partisan
shots back and forth. You've got some tips.
Friday is known for cheaper sporting goods. Sunday, before Cyber Monday, so this Sunday, appliances and apparel are supposed to be cheaper. This is according to Adobe Analytics. Monday, the best time to buy toys. So I have all kinds of tips because I've been reporting on this throughout the day.
What are you going to buy me?
I'm not going to buy you anything. I just met you. I'm sorry.
That's a fair response.
And if you buy Amazon, use your Echo because it's supposedly cheaper too. So I got tons of tips.
That is useful stuff.
I just want discounts across the
You
board.
should follow her on Twitter if you want more purchasing tips. Panel, thank you for doing this. A lot of fun. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you could.
Thank you very much.
All right.